Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Poland. He landed in Warsaw earlier today, where he got a ceremonial welcome. Now, this is a very important trip for both countries, India and Poland. No Indian Prime Minister has visited Poland in 4 decades. This is the first in 45 years. Of course, the headlines don't reflect that. They focus more on Modi's next stop, war-torn Ukraine. But you can't just fly into Kyiv. You must take a train from Poland to the Ukrainian capital. And that is primarily why Prime Minister Modi is in Warsaw, the Polish capital. Having said that, the first leg is significant too. So tonight we are focusing on Poland. Prime Minister Modi got a ceremonial welcome at the airport. As we speak, he's visiting war memorials in Warsaw. First was the Jam Sahib Memorial. It honors a king from Jamnagar in the Indian state of Gujarat. He sheltered Polish children during the Second World War. Then he visited the monument to the Battle of Monte Cassino. Again, a Second World War memorial. So what's next? Prime Minister Modi will address the Indian community later today. Around 25,000 Indians live in Poland. 5,000 of them are students. The rest are mostly traders and tech experts. Tomorrow, Modi will meet Polish leaders, both President Andrzej Duda and Prime Minister Donald Tusk. Afterwards, he will take a train to Kyiv, a journey that will last around 10 hours. But more on that tomorrow. For now, let's look at Prime Minister Modi's mission in Warsaw. Listen to his statement before departure, and I'm quoting, "Poland is a key economic partner in Central Europe. Our mutual commitment to democracy and pluralism further reinforces our relationship." The operative part here is Central Europe. Let's take a small geography lesson here. Let me show you the countries that are part of Central Europe. You have Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, Slovenia, and Austria. This is the European heartland. To the west, you have the likes of France and Italy. To the east, you have Ukraine, Romania, and Moldova. Now, Modi is focusing on Central Europe. We saw evidence of that last month when the Prime Minister traveled to Austria. Again, it was a long due trip, the first by an Indian Prime Minister in more than 40 years. I guess the question is why? Why the sudden interest in Central Europe? What is the strategic angle here? Central and Eastern Europe are on a path of rediscovery. In the last century, they were pawns, either occupied by the Soviet Union or satellite states of Moscow. That equation changed after the 1990s. A lot of these countries are now allied with the US, but not like your Britain or Germany. They're not lackeys who blindly follow. These countries have their own priorities. Look at Slovakia or Hungary, for example. Both countries are members of the NATO alliance, yet they're not sending weapons to Ukraine, which makes them an independent political bloc in the EU, possibly a power center in the future. And that's one reason why India should reach out to them. The second reason is the business angle. Central and East Europe are growing faster than the West. Poland is the 6th largest economy in the EU. It makes up 4% of the EU GDP. So India stands to benefit by reaching out to them. Our bilateral trade is almost $6 billion. Poland is India's largest trading partner in Central and Eastern Europe. So Warsaw can be New Delhi's window to this region. It's a stable democracy, it's a growing economic powerhouse, and it has a strong military. There's one problem though. India is not the only one wooing this region. China is doing the same. Xi Jinping visited Europe in May 2024. He visited just one country in Western Europe, that was France. His other 2 stops were Serbia and Hungary, both in Central and Southeastern Europe. So expect this sub-region to heat up. China, the US, Russia, all of them have stakes here, which is why Prime Minister Modi is traveling there. He is not looking at Europe as a single entity. He is focusing on the factions within. In 2022, he traveled to Denmark. He held a summit with leaders of the Nordic nations. Last year, he traveled to Greece. Again, the first prime ministerial visit in 40 years. So the idea is quite simple. India is looking to make up for lost time. While we ignored ties beyond Western Europe, others made gains. These trips are an effort to fix that. But we have to say, don't expect quick gains. Visits only lay the foundation for a strong relationship. The key is to build on them.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
We'll start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital,